Knowledge Management and Transfer is an international business improvement consultancy. We've got 5 offices in various parts of the world. Our Asia Pacific office, km&T Pty Limited, is based here in Sydney. Been established for over 10 years. We work across a diversity of sectors, including mining, healthcare, rail, finance, aerospace, construction, retail. So we believe in supporting our clients to make sustainable change by engaging their people to enable us to transfer our knowledge of best practice from industry and develop their internal capability, which enables us to create momentum, drive performance forward and continue that well after our engagement is complete.
One of the key drivers for km&T as an organisation is to ensure that we employ the right calibre of people, and secondly, will it drive sustainable change at a client base working between executive level down to shop floor level itself. And we find that really helps us to adapt and engage with our clients moving forward.
What I liked most about km&T was probably the hands-on approach that all the guys had, with our employees there. I spent a lot of time with Jason. Even when I first interviewed, I interviewed a number of people for the role, and even with the interview with Jason, he was a very approachable, personal sort of guy, which really fitted into the mining environment.
He challenged people regularly. If he thought something was wrong, he actually questioned it. We had to prove that what we were doing was right, and a lot of the times it worked out that what we were doing was not right. So
businesses bring us in because they have some kind of problem, a need. And typically where you see is that these problems in organisations manifest themselves in operations. Operations are like your all-seeing eye, if you like, of how well the operations is performed, but also the support functions around it. So km&T as an organisation base our approach on what we call operational excellence. There are 4 key principles to the operational excellence model: strategic alignment, performance management, process excellence, and high performance culture. Strategic alignment is ultimately about setting the direction for a business.
km&T helped with the strategies. Ultimately, we were there to improve the business and make some sort of financial savings. Each of the managers went away and identified some of the savings they had in each of the departments, and from that we developed a scorecard for each department. With that scorecard was viewed on a monthly basis, and it was over a 12-month period to show how we were going in each of these improvement areas on a monthly and an annual basis. So we brought in the commercial manager and the accountants. Once we'd gathered all the data, they came in there to confirm that, yeah, there was the savings. We identified around $18 million in the first year of the business improvement process.
So many times you go into an organisation and they want you to improve, but they don't really know or understand what they need to improve to. So actually creating the vision of where we want to be in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years allows people to understand how far away from that objective there are. Performance management is setting the targets and objectives of the business in tangible business metrics or key performance indicators. We ask the question, how can you tell if you've had a good day? Well, a KPI will tell you if you've had a good day.
km&T originally come to site to assist us in the optimisation of our process here at the plant. And one of the biggest things that we developed in conjunction with km&T was our eye centre. And it's totally customised to our process. The beauty of this whole system is its visibility. It's easy to look at this as a snapshot of the performance of the business. So as a manager, for others to come and for me to show them quickly how we are performing, it's a brilliant tool.
And from this activity and the transparency that the KPIs actually deliver into the business, you then follow the process excellence. When the KPI is not performing, or the KPI is actually not where you think it should be, how do we actually take a poor performing KPI and actually truly understand what is actually happening?
The biggest impact for me personally as far as the planning role was the planning board. It used to be done just wholly and solely on our computer system using spreadsheets, and now it's a visual, very big, as you can see, visual aid, which has transformed time frames from meetings that used to take sometimes an hour and a half down to 10 minutes. We've never had an overrun of time frame on a shutdown since we've been using the system. So it sounds like really old school way of doing things, but it works.
km&T certainly planted the seed and instigated the 5S introduction into the workshop. So it is an excellent process for production type environments where there's, particularly where there's large machinery or repetitive tasks.
And then from this, you then have this high-performing culture. People understand what is actually going wrong in their business. So what actually happens is they actually contribute to the actual business performance. They actually recognise problems.
We like to make sure we have sustainable change for organisations, and we also understand that the road for change isn't always easy. So with their coaching and guidance and availability, it allows for that overall sustainable change to be embedded in any organisation that we actually work alongside.
Consultants coming into a mine site, it's always a bit tricky. You've got to, try and, settle in and say, look, this is what we're trying to do. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel with you guys. We're trying to help you to get to, for us, the lowest cost per tonne as a mine.
But Jason made it, I wouldn't say he made it schoolyard fun, but he had a bit of a joke with you. And he made it interesting. It was an easy change at the end, and the benefits showed it. And we're pretty proud of the fact that we've gone for this long now without an overrun. I don't know how many plants can boast that don't overrun a shutdown, so we're pretty happy with that.